Imagine waking up one Tuesday, and it's just gone. Not your Wi-Fi, not just one app, all of it. Every social media platform, every website, every account. At 6:12 a.m., millions of phones lit up with the same cryptic message. Error, unable to connect. This wasn't a glitch, this was an extinction. For Nora Humiris, a marketing student who lived and breathed her timeline, the morning was eerily silent. Her usual ritual of scrolling, posting, and liking was replaced with an empty screen. Her finger tapped, then tapped again. Nothing. Her roommate, Leo, burst in, waving his tablet. "Tell me this isn't happening," he said, his voice trembling. "Everything's gone. Even the video apps." They stood in the quiet, the absence of notifications buzzing between them like an electric shock. The apartment, once a backdrop for their digital lives, suddenly felt too big, too real. By noon, the city was in chaos, not online, but in the streets. People gathered in parks and cafes, clutching their useless devices like relics from a forgotten age. Influencers, stripped of their followers and sponsorships, wandered around in a daze. One man stood on a bench, shouting, "This is the end of civilization." Social media was society, but across from him, an elderly woman just laughed. "Child," she said softly, "we lived just fine without it before." On campus, Nora watched as her classmates tried to remember how to exist without a digital audience. "I'm baking," Mrs. Harding said cheerfully. "Figured since no one's glued to their screens, it might be a good day for cookies and conversation." Stepping inside her neighbor's apartment, Nora was hit by the warm smell of chocolate and something she couldn't quite place. Nostalgia. As she took a cookie, Mrs. Harding smiled. "Strange day, isn't it?" Nora nodded. "I didn't realize how much of my life was online." For the first time, Nora found herself just listening, without the constant pull of notifications, without half her mind wandering to a screen. As evening fell, a surprising shift happened. Without timelines to scroll or comment sections to argue in, the world grew louder in some ways and quieter in others. Kids played outside until dusk. Teenagers rediscovered forgotten hobbies. Restaurants filled with people actually tasting their food, not just photographing it. Libraries saw their busiest day in decades. Nora spent the evening walking through the city, noticing details. Always been too busy capturing to actually see. The way neon lights flickered on wet pavement, the sound of a street musician's song carried on the breeze. She realized how much of her life she had been experiencing secondhand, filtered through a screen. 2 days later, the official word came out. It wasn't an attack, it was a catastrophic, irreversible collapse of data. Social media wasn't coming back, it was gone forever. The world was stunned. Some mourned, others celebrated. But Nora felt something she never expected. For the first time in years, she wasn't comparing herself to anyone else. She wasn't posting to prove she was happy. She wasn't refreshing to see who approved of her life. She was just living it. A week later, Nora and Leo sat on their balcony, watching the sunset. Not to photograph it, but to simply enjoy it. "Do you miss it?" Leo asked. "Parts of it," Nora admitted. "But maybe we needed this." The world was shouting so loudly online that we forgot how to talk in real life. As the sky blazed with color, the world felt quieter, yet strangely more connected than ever before. Connected not by screens, but by presence. It was the day the world rediscovered itself, the day social media disappeared. Thanks for watching.